Hey, I'm Darius Ramsey.
And I'm James Rhoads. We are the Ramsey Rhoads Group here at Berkshire Hathaway here in Camp Hill, PA. Today, we're going to be talking about how high do we have to go in today's real estate market to land a property. We're going to talk about a question we get asked almost daily anymore is, how high should I bid on a property? I think it's pretty safe to say right now, we can really just say that the asking price is kind of the starting price in today's market. We try to coach everybody on an individual basis and let them know because kind of what's happening out there in the trenches right now with offers, many offers in today's world. And we got to coach you what's best for your long-term and your short-term goals.
Yeah, so one of the things that we try to make sure as a team that we let our clients know is going to be very, very important to understand what you are able to do. At the end of the day, there's always going to be someone out there that could do more, whether they have more cash down, they're waiving financing contingencies, they don't need financing at all. Someone's going to always be able to do more. It's about what your comfort level is. We will never tell you like, hey, there's no possible way. We find that working with a really good real estate agent, it's not always about price. Sometimes there's other terms that we need to consider that might be better for the seller.
Yeah, one of the things we definitely got to keep in mind is, the property that you're trying to offer on, what are the seller's goals? Like, what do they need to accomplish just by selling their property? And sometimes just kind of taking a collaborative approach, working together for the common goal between them selling and you buying can really make the difference in, the situation being right to match you with the proper, seller to get you into a home.
And one of the things that come up all the time is when we're working with sellers or we're working with buyers is, sometimes we have that issue with appraisal. We all see that appraisers are understanding that the real estate market and values are going up. So although we're looking at comps, there's going to be pretty much a window of how much above that since we are in a rising market. Sometimes the sellers are going to want, like, hey, this may or may not appraise. How much over appraised value are you willing to go ahead and pay? So there's a lot of things that we have to consider when it comes to writing an offer on whether or not, hey, just how far up are we going to need to go?
And again, we say there's really no right or wrong answer here, and we're going to coach you based on your situation. I mean, again, we're not financial advisors, but we have to take a look, and we're going to have to ask you some pretty tough questions, very blunt questions at times. Say, how bad do you want this property? Are you going to stay in this property long enough to recoup the investment you're going to put into it? These are some pretty tough questions we got to ask you, and you're gonna have to give some uncomfortable answers at times if you want to be successful in this market.
Now, one of the things that we both like to say is, how high you should go is also going to depend on, like you said, long-term goals. How long are you going to be in the home? You can go up in price if you're planning on being in there a longer period of time, but what we normally tell people, like, if you know that there's a possibility that you may need to make a move within the next 5 years, then you may not want to go too far above the appraised price.
Yeah, exactly. And like I said, it's, we just have to look at what you're looking to accomplish. We're going to always keep that in mind. We're always going to coach you. We're going to support your decision no matter which way you go. And we're going to do the best thing we can do to try to get you into a property and coach you through it all the way.
No, and at the end of the day, the most important thing is not for us to get a sale. The important thing for us is to make sure that you guys are have all the information necessary in order for you guys to make the right decision. We're here to give you that information and I'll help guide you along the way as well. Once again, thank you guys for watching. If you guys have any questions whatsoever, feel free to reach out to us. Our information is below. You can always reach us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and also email too. Thanks, have a great one.
Talk to y'all soon.